All right, the reason why I think everybody should listen to the album is because I think the album opened up a conversation that needed to be had. Like people expressing themselves, people being vulnerable, especially black men being vulnerable, taking accountability, talking about your failures, talking about not feeling enough, talking about all these things, mental health. That needed to happen. Honestly, I would say this album, it gives Lauryn Hill Miseducation of Lauryn Hill vibes for people in their mid-20s to early 30s because of the way that it's structured, like the skits and everything, not the skits, the interludes. Like the way it's structured is similar to that album, but it's like with adults who are like going through mental issues. Like it's also focusing again on emotions, while Lauryn Hill album focuses more on like love and relationships. To me, they have the same impact. Well, they have the same impact on me at least, because we're a generation that appreciates therapy. We're a generation that preaches self-love. We're like the ultimate like let's heal generation. And this album is that. Like, this album is like opening conversation, especially for black men. I have to repeat that because black men, like, we weren't able to like express ourselves for the longest. Like, we're always taught to have this rough interior or exterior, while inside we're like never getting talked about. It's never getting cared about, never getting any of that love and attention that I believe it discussed. Like, you don't have like conversations with like elders talking about like where they messed up or what happened in their lifetime and stuff like that. This album is doing that. He's talking about stuff that's gone wrong, stuff that went crazy, not feeling like he's enough, feeling guilty sometimes, but the need to be more selfish, how his environment played a part in his life. Like, there's so much that he's discussing on this album, and it opens conversations, and that's mostly important to me. These conversations need to be had, and he's doing a great job with it. Now, the album is also important to me. This has nothing to do with, like, the bucket list. This is just me now at this point. This album, it's important. It was like I saw him on tour. It was his first sold out concert. Like the first time I saw him on, like it was his first, I went to his first sold out concert. Sylvan's one of my favorite rappers. I went to his first sold out concert, and to see him like expressing himself and showing that emotion, like that was dope to see. I saw him again on this tour, and I went to Santa Ana. It might have been the last stop on the tour. I went by myself. It's the first concert that I went by myself, which is like ironic because I wouldn't like have done something like that. But like this album was like, you know what? Let me push like myself to go do some stuff like I wouldn't normally do. And I was like, well, nobody wants to go to Santa Ana. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go by myself. I don't care. It was the last stop on the tour. Dope tour. Solid album. I might put video in here for the people who are watching this. But this has been the Bucket List.